Well, well, well. If it isn't our tame screw.
Good morning, Bea.
Long time no see. A lot of things changed since you were last here. A lot of people come and gone.
Yeah, I suppose they have been.
Marilyn's out now. She's going straight. Married, Eddie. Oh, and Frankie got herself done in, so I expect you heard that.
Yeah, I read it in the papers.
We even had the governor's niece here for a while. Had a few problems with her. Funny kid. Got caught smuggling drugs in here. Ended up going bananas and locking herself in a cell. Can't think why. What are you in for?
Receiving.
Receiving, eh? Oh, what'd you get for that?
6 months.
Well, we'll have plenty of time to catch up on the gossip then, won't we? Oh, I better get back to work. Busy, busy, busy. Never get a spare moment to yourself in here. Oh, by the way, one thing that hasn't changed in here. I'm still in charge.
Good morning, Mrs. Grant.
Oh, hello, dear. You're back, are you? Listen, I'm really sorry about what happened. It was all my fault. I should have told you that I was popping out for a minute.
No, you weren't to blame. It was my stupid fault for running away like that.
Oh, I would have done the same. He can be a cranky old bugger. I sometimes wonder why I bother working here. Still, I'm glad it all turned out for the best. How come you didn't come back last week?
Didn't he tell you?
Him wouldn't pass time of day with the Queen, never said a word. I think he should have had the decency to take you back straight away.
Oh, he would have. It's just I wasn't feeling too well.
Got that wog that's going round, eh? Oh, nasty, that is. My Vince came down with it 2 weeks ago. Off work for 3 days, he was. Mind you, I reckon he'd have done better going to work. Would have sweated it out. Works in a foundry, see?
What's this? A stop work meeting? Look, I don't pay you both good money to stand around gossiping all day. Mrs. Grant, if you gave as much attention to those elkhorns out the back as you do to that face of yours, we might even make a profit out of them. And you, young lady, can open up that new consignment of seed packets over there in the shed, then put them out on a display stand.
Oh, Mr. Butterfield, thanks for giving me a second chance.
That's all right. Well, look, we'll just pretend it never happened, eh? Now, look, you get your rear end into gear and sort those packets out.
Can I have a word with you in private?
Oh, geez, Lizzie's got a secret.
Listen, I got a plan. I want to get out on work release.
Oh, look, you're not still on about that, are you? You're wasting your time.
No. All I got to do is get into Mrs. Davidson's office and pinch some forms, and then Doreen's gonna forge a signature.
You're both nuts.
Oh, come on, Bea, I know it'll work, but I have to have your help to get into the office.
Don't get me involved in your harebrained schemes.
Oh, come on, Bea, I know it'll work, and Doreen's gonna help me.
No.
Oh, you find out who your true friends are, don't you?
Oh, hang on. All right, look, I'll give you a hand. But if you do something for me...
Oh, Bea, you're a pal, a real beaut pal. What do you want me to do?
Well, it'll only take you about 10 seconds. I want you to have a look at one of the files.
Planning another little escapade, Birdsworth.
Oh, no, Miss Bennett,
Yes.
I was just...
I know. Innocence personified. Just the same, I think I'll separate you and Smith for a while. Report to cleaning duties immediately.
Oh, but Miss
Do as Miss Bennett tells you and stop hanging around me.
Oh, that's not fair, Miss Bennett. I mean, Lizzie's getting on, you know. She's too old for scrubbing floors, and she's got a bad heart.
Because you're so concerned, Anderson.
You can help her. Oh, fair go.
You heard me. Get moving. Get mops and buckets and start on the second floor.
Bloody Vera. Always throwing her weight around.
Why'd you try to shut me up, Bea?
Oh, you two are so dumb. She's done you a favour if only you knew it. Well, she's given you a reason for wandering around the corridors. And I'm sure the corridor outside the governor's office is filled.
Oh, there you are, Dora. I told you. I told you to work, you know.
Oh, God. My stomach feels as if my throat's been cut.
Are you honestly going to help Doreen and Lizzie get into the governor's office?
Yeah, why not?
Because it's a stupid idea. Can you honestly see them accepting a signed form from Lizzie without checking with the governor first?
Of course not. I'm not as bloody silly as they are.
And why help them get into trouble?
Because they're that dumb they'll do it on their own anyway. They may as well cut the odds of them getting caught in the act. Anyway, what are you worried about? You're frightened to spoil your chance of getting out.
No, it's not that. It's all very up in the air. It might never even happen.
It'll happen a damn sight sooner than they let me loose in the streets. I'd give them the left arm to be shot at this dump for a couple of hours.
It's very strange, isn't it, that they should send Yates here to do a time?
Nah. Only a matter of time before they quit up with that one. She's as bent as a left-handed corkscrew.
But you don't do anything rash.
Oh, don't worry, love. If I do anything, it'll be between me and Yates. No need to involve you.
But you don't know for sure that she was the one who gave Sally the drugs.
No. But I'll find out. And that's another reason for helping Doreen and Lizzie. Ah. You coming?
And Daryl's our eldest. He'll be 20 next week. Mad about motorbikes. He is apprentice mechanic. He's real clever with his hands. I mean, he's bright but not brainy. Not like Jeffrey. Funny, them two used to be real good mates till Jeffrey went to uni.
Who's that?
Why don't you know him? Jeffrey Butterfield, Sid's son. I thought you were a friend of the family.
Oh, no, Dad was in the army with Mr. Butterfield. I didn't ever get to meet any of his family. I didn't even know he had one.
Oh, yes, but he spoiled Jeffrey rotten. Always was a right little pansy, if you ask me. Still, like I said, him and Daryl used to get on real well. Used to annoy old Sid. I think he thought his precious Jeffrey was mixing with the lower elements, if you know what I mean.
Well, where is he now?
Oh, he's studying at uni somewhere. Botany, agriculture, something like that. Comes here to work during the holidays. Mind you, he never has much to do with my Daryl now, but not that Daryl would have time for him now he's got his bike. You should see our kitchen table sometimes, covered with bits of engines and grease. It's like bedlam at our place during the weekends, what with him revving his bike and Cheryl playing her records as loud as she can. Still, listen to me carrying on. I bet your dad moans about you too, doesn't he?
Oh, he used to, but I don't live at home anymore. He says he can't get used to the quiet. We live in the country.
What, on a farm?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my Vince is always going on about moving to the country. Wants to get away from the smoke, he says. Can't blame him. That foundry's a filthy place to work. What made you come to Melbourne?
Oh, there didn't seem to be much to do on the farm, and except work. I'd been there all my life. I just wanted to see a bit of the world, I guess.
So you came to try your luck in the big city.
Mm.
Must be lonely for you. Whereabouts you living?
Vermont.
Ah, staying with relatives, are you?
Friends.
Well, you must come round one evening and meet the family. Daryl could introduce you to some people your own age.
Well, I'd love to. Well, I'd better get back to work because I don't want to make a bad impression on my first day.
Oh, don't worry. Plenty of time. You don't want to be too eager. Old Sid will only take advantage of you.
Oh, no. I better get back. Mr. Butterfield?
Huh?
I've finished my lunch. Is there anything else you'd like me to do now?
Oh, well, you can get started on those philodendrons if you like.
Oh, right. Mr. Butterfield?
Yeah?
Are you satisfied with my work so far?
A bit early to tell yet, but if I'm not, I'll let you know.
Thanks.
And you get on with the job, right? And don't keep jawing to that Grant woman. Got a mouth as big as Port Phillip Bay, she has.
Oh, no. I hate it. It's disgusting. Thank you. Mind if I join you, Miss Yates? Hope you haven't forgotten the little talk we had this morning.
I've got a good memory.
Good. Good. Because I'm going to be needing your help.